Howdy, y'all. I am feeling a bit crusty today. I've been under a lot of stress lately. I've been looking for a car. I've been living in America without a car because I've been borrowing my aunt's car for a while, and I feel kind of bad just freeloading, so I'm looking to buy my own car, and that is taking quite a toll on my mental health, I feel like. So I am just gonna kind of try and relax a bit today. I have a lot of work to do, but first I'm going to go get a workout in so I can get some endorphins flowing here. Hi there, I'm actually looking to buy a used Honda from a private seller, and I was wondering if you happen to offer like a diagnostics service where they can check the engine and see if there's anything wrong with it. Workouts are great for lifting your mood. So I feel a lot better now. I got a shower, I'm fresh, I'm no longer crusty, I am ready to work. It's actually quite a bit later than I was expecting because I wound up running a couple of errands and also calling up the dealership to figure out some stuff with this car that I'm thinking about buying. So fingers crossed that that deal goes through. Well, right now I need to do a couple of chores. I gotta do some laundry, and then I'm gonna possibly go to the cafe to work if I have time. If not, then I'll just work here. So my chores also took a bit longer than I was expecting, and it's a little bit iffy to go out to the cafe right now because I have some stuff that I need to do a little bit later as well, so I'm going to work here from home, and then I will do my other stuff later. I just got a nice nap in after I got all my work done. I am refreshed and I'm ready to go about the rest of my day. And this vlog has been kind of just the mundane, everyday things that I do. So could have been a bit boring, but that really is my life. My life is not particularly exciting. It's just, you know, the little normal things that most people do, chores and work and stuff like that. Before I end this video, I wanted to answer a couple of questions that I got on Instagram, and the first one was, what do I aspire to accomplish in my 30s and 40s? And this is bouncing off of my last video where I talked about 10 things that I wish I understood in my 20s. So the first and currently biggest thing that I want to accomplish is actually something I touched on in the beginning of this vlog, and that is this vehicle. I am trying to buy a van because since I was in my teens, I have had this dream to fit out a van into a mini camper and take it across the United States so I can go on the great American road trip and see all of the national parks and monuments and also do a little bit of sightseeing in Canada. So that's what I would like to do for my early 30s. Then as I get a bit older, one of my big dreams is to eventually build my own house. And I just like having my hands in the clay, you know, I like to build things, I like to, you know, be creative. So building my own house is a big goal of mine. And I would also like to maybe someday start a family, but that's something that I'm not really focused on too much right now. The second question was somewhat related, and it was just people being curious about my love life. And I don't really go into that very much because there's not much to say, really. So something that I mentioned in my video, 10 Things That I Wish I Understood in My 20s, is that I was with my first love for far too long. And that was a 7-year abusive relationship. And when you're in a relationship like that, it becomes very difficult to get out of it and also to regain your sense of self once you are out of it. So I have spent the past 4 some odd years just kind of healing from that, and now just recently I've started feeling comfortable with the idea of seriously dating again. So I am dating, but the details of that will remain unsaid, at least for now. The third question that I got is if I miss Korea. And to be quite honest, because I have just had so much going on, and I've been spending so much time with the people who are important to me, my family, I haven't really had much time to really think about it. I do miss my friends. I have a very close friend group in Korea, and we spent almost every weekend together, so that's a little bit weird not having that anymore, and I do miss them. But overall, I just really haven't had the time to even think about whether I miss anything. So that is all the questions for today, and I need to practice my violin quickly before I go out and finish up the rest of my day. So thank you so much for watching. If you would like to join me in the next video, it would be awesome if you subscribed. You don't have to though, and thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!